drummer Mesirow, and who together made the Auerglass, which is a giant organ that you have to play together. I didn't know whether or not I should ask you first how you made it or why you made it. Yeah.
That's a good question.
Which one?
I think that's fair.
Which one's more important?
The why,
I
but
think
it's harder.
The why?
Yeah.
The harder question is the more important one, obviously.
Well, first maybe we should say that we didn't build this ourselves.
Okay.
We designed it and sort of worked with the organ builders in upstate New York. We sort of had this vague idea of what we wanted, and they were able to make our dreams come true.
We didn't know how a wind system worked.
We
so
didn't know how, yeah.
We didn't know that we need 4 bellows. So when we went there, we had this drawing that was like basically the concept. Like, I have to pump for her to play, and she has to pump for me to play. But we didn't know, like, we each need 2 bellows, and it's going to connect this way. So we just like worked out all the engineering with them.
So
why?
Yeah.
I think it was 6 years ago. Cameron and I lived together for a long time in San Francisco, and we were kind of restless one night and just decided to make an instrument just to like, let's have a project for the night.
Yeah.
And we let ourselves into this sign shop that I worked at the time and made a banjo out of a cookie tin and some like kind of scraps of wood.
Yeah, like
all
poplar,
around.
a poplar, like
Yeah, like the worst wood
plank.
to use.
Yeah,
for
really
it.
bad.
And it had like 3 strings and no frets, and it was really simple. And we were like, our next project should maybe be a little bit more ambitious. I think we wanted to do something that really involved like our friendship sort of as an idea and cooperation as an idea. And we referred to the idea of like one of those 2-person saws where each person holds one end as like sort of a touchstone.
Tandem kind of idea.
How does it fit into the rest of your show?
Well, everything in the show is in 2s, and basically the most recurring theme in the show is about collapsing 2 sort of conflicting states into like one unified thing or one unified object. And when you stand close to them, you sort of perceive them as flat, and then as you back away, and at that point, you and the piece are kind of collectively a planar object, and then as you back away from them, you kind of pull it into 3 dimensions, and it appears textured and appears to have contours. And so anyway, the merging of 2 states or the merging of 2 things is kind of what runs throughout the show.
I was actually hoping that you might show us a little bit about how it works.
Basically, when Tauba pushes down a pedal of hers over there, or actually I'll do this, my pedal goes to her bellow over there. The pressure from that bellow goes into the pressure chamber, and when she hits a note, the air will be released out of the pipe. So they have this sort of sardine can top to them, and I either roll it forward or backward to tune it. Making it flat sends it toward the flat end of the note, and turning it, coiling it up makes it sharp, and then sounds like that.
And you design their dresses.
Yes. And shoes.
And shoes.
Which are completely wild looking.
And they fit together.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a meeting and we talked about the exhibition and the whole concept of, two coming together and helping each other, being interdependent. And so that's what the dresses and the shoes are based on. They have to kind of put their dresses on together so they're dependent on each other, like how they are when they play as well. They pump each other's air for sound. And they can change a lot too.
Really?
If the girls want to change it on each
Yeah,
other.
they have different styles that they can do, actually. Ida has made the clothes that I wear on stage for the last year. So we've been working together for a while, and it was kind of only natural that she would